So yeah, every time I hit a bump right now, the back of the car clunks and it's a bit floaty, so it's time to replace the struts on this car. All right, so I got a 2010 Lexus ES350 here. I was in my car and the rear shocks and struts are gone. So I got some quick struts here and I'm gonna replace them. So I got my complete strut assembly from Partsavatar here. So I got one for the passenger side and one for the driver's side, the rear. So I got a great deal, about 115 bucks each on these, and I'm going to install these on my car right now. So I got my parts at Partsavatar.ca. I'll definitely be ordering with them again. They were the cheapest. The parts are really good quality and they ship them very quickly. So on some cars you can just reach behind the rear seats and get access to the top of the strut bolts right here, but on my car unfortunately I have to pull out the back seats, which will involve pulling up this way and sliding out. Then there's two bolts under this and undoing those bolts. Basically you just push up and the whole seat will come out. So I'll see if I can do this holding the camera. Basically you just pull up. Okay, just pulling up basically, and the seat will pop up just like that. It's dirty under there, I gotta clean that. And apparently there's a couple bolts here, so we'll undo those and then we'll push up and this will come right out. Look, I just lift up here. So the bit of work, I just lifted up here on the seat and it popped off. And if we look back here, now I have access to the top of these strut bolts. There's 3 of them. I'm gonna jack my car up and take the tire off. Okay, now that I got my tire off, I'm gonna have to disconnect my brake with the bolt here. The sway link adapter, it's a little rusted. I'm hoping that comes off fine. And so I'm probably gonna soak that with something. And the ABS sensor, I think that's what that is. So 2 bolts there and that bolt. And then I'll disconnect the big bolts and pull this out. All right, so I got everything disconnected here. My sway bar link was rusted on. So I cut it off on the bottom here. I just used an angle grinder and I had to get a new one. So I'll have to replace that. Now I'm just gonna pop the shock off and put the new one on. Here we got the old shock and I'm gonna reinstall the new one, same way I took it out. Okay, so I got my new shock installed and my new sway bar link. Went pretty good, didn't take me too long, about a half an hour. So I'm gonna do the other side now. Okay, got my new shocks installed. No more clunking over bumps, and the ride, it's not as floaty, it feels tighter. Yeah, much better.